Hello everybody. Dr. Mukesh Singh Tomar is my name. I'm going to teach you about organizational behavior. This is my log file. Topic title is Management of Changes. In this lecture, we are going to understand and having learning objective of comprehension, the idea behind changes, kind of changes, and result of that change, whether it is leadership, whether it is marketing strategy, or any other strategy. We are talking here only changes, management of change. Then after, we will try to understand, accumulate information on consequences of alternative, the organizational structure, gaining comprehension of the concept of organizational growth, aspect of management growth and value. So these are the objectives which we are going to learn here, and having a real life examples of all the relevant topics. Let's start. In the table of content, Unit 1 is comprises management of changes, including organizational development. Then next topic we are going to understand resistance of changes. What are the resistance to prevent changes? Here we talk about in detail, having leadership examples by which resistance of changes arises. Approaches for managing organizational changes. What are the approaches available in the market? In the historical background, we will conceptualize, understand this. In Unit 2, we try to understand organizational culture, power and politics in the organization. What are the kind of politics? What kind of power? And what is the definition of power and politics? We will interpret in this. Last but not least, quality of work-life balance. Work-life balance. Here we talk about so many examples of work-life and advice for improving quality work. Then, end of the lecture, we are summarizing keywords, summary, questions, and doubt clearing. Let's start with the first topic, management of concept, definition of management of changes. Involved in the change process, employee involvement. Encourage employee involvement through the initiative like workout, where employee at all level could suggest improvement and participate in problem solving sessions. In this change management, General Electric, Jack Welch decide to have a group discussion, teamwork with the name of workout, and start bringing the problems and having multiple intellectual interpretations and result as the problem solving session. Training and development. GE invested heavy into it. Internal training and external training. Process and structure. Walsh implemented fix, sale, and close. A strategy for underperforming business. This involves either improving their performance, selling them off, or shutting them down if they were not visible or viable. Straightforward, they shut down them. He also reduced bureaucracy by delaying organizational eliminating under necessary level of management to speed up the decision making. Next, Jack Jack Welch decided to performance measurement and reward. Earlier it was not in existence. Those who are good performer, they will get reward award, monetary and non-monetary rewards and award, aligned with the company's strategies goal. Employees and managers were rewarded based on their contribution to the company success. The company implemented a rigorous performance evaluation system, referred to as rank and yank, where bottom 10% of performers were let go annually. Next step, Jack Welch adopted in GE, that is sustaining the change. Whatever change they have done, it should be sustained, remain as it is. Welch ensured the change were embedded in GE culture through the continuous reinforcement and by celebrating success. The company maintained the relatedness, focused on the innovation and staying ahead of market trend, which helped sustain and momentum of change. What is the outcome of doing these all activities by Jack Welch in GE? It became one of the most valuable and admirable company in the world. Automatic. With above discussed topic, if they have implemented in the company or done the change management, so company will have valuable and admirable position in the entire world. The company's market capitalization increased significantly. People rely, people have faith, internal employees are satisfied, external people are satisfied, process is simplified, strategy is defined, understand conceptualization, innovation is adopted, feedback is taken, and implementation of these feedbacks are applied. So by doing this, he has significant and it set new standard of for management practices and corporate efficiency. In this entire case, we are able to understand the role of change management. The steps he has taken, Jack Welch, play a vital role. Let me summarize this case one more time with 1 minute, within 1 minute or 2 minutes. Vision and strategy, he has changed. Communication pattern is changed. Leadership and sponsorship also changed. Employee involvement started. Training and development initiated. Process and structure changes for in terms of fixed, sale and close. Those units are not performing well, either fixed or sale or close. Performance measurement and rewards. Those who are performing well, they will reward it. Those who are not performing well, provide them internal training or external training. Guide them proper manner to have quality or result oriented tasks. Last point, sustain the change. Whatever change they have done, keep sustain that changes. So this is what a small case rates of GE having leadership of Jack Welch in 1980 to 1990. This will define entire change management, right? And we have already understand fundamental aspect of change management. Now focus on the type of changes. There are several kind of changes, including incremental changes, small, gradual adjustment, and transformative changes, right? Which is large scale fundamental shift. Let me explain these one by one. When we talk about transformative change, we can recall Elon Musk of Tesla. he has transformating of thought process, innovativeness. Why? Entire automobile system, SpaceX, the company is formulated. Beyond the imagination, he started thinking. Well, how? Because of change management. He bring innovative ideas, he involve people into their vision, and these kind of vision will give you the change of large scale or fundamental shifted in terms of perceptual values. Right? In small changes, take the example of Indra Nooyi, former CEO of Pepsi. There are several kind of changes, small gradual adjustment. He joined, create the motivation, create the environment of the company PepsiCo, and then collaborated with other companies and start adding the brands in the PepsiCo. So by doing that, these are the very small and gradual adjustment. By doing that, the market value will increase, and that value give the opportunity for the growth. So this is a kind of change. Two, common type of change include organizational restructuring. Obviously, if your organization is not having success or not getting that much success which you deserve, first and foremost thing you need to do restructuring your organization. Right? Autocratic or democratic? What kind of pattern you have? Identify, analyze, do the research, implement according to the market scenario or sector which is having your product and services. So restructuring first element. Second element is technology implementation. Follow all the changes which is carried by the ecosystem. That means earlier we used to have landline phone, then we moved to pager, then we moved to mobile phone, keypad phone. Now we are having a smartphone, 2G, 3G, 4G, 5G. Now we are talking about 7G. Now we are talking about, in computer era, we are talking about artificial intelligence. We are talking about robotics. We are talking about cloud computing and all. So technological implementation. In this topic, technological implementation, we can understand the transformation of Google, Meta. Sundar Pichai, CEO, he has changed their technological implementation. Earlier technology he has carried. Along with that, he implemented cloud computing and artificial intelligence in their company. Result of that change will give the positive environment to their employee and sustain in the market as well. That value enhance the company's brand value. Next common type is merger. Either merge or acquire some other company. As I tell you, Indra Nooyi in PepsiCo acquire the companies, right? Or merge the companies. In a previously automobile, Hero Honda. Hero is the Indian company, Honda is Japanese company, come together and bring a product with the name of Hero Honda. Maruti Suzuki. So this is what kind of change. Nowadays they are not. Hero is separated, Honda is separated. That is another story. But merger is required, go for it. That is the good for change or good for organization. Acquisition. You can acquire other companies which is related to your company. By doing that, you have expanded your acquisition or brand category or company's value, market value. Cultural transformation. By having diversified employees, that will give you the innovative thinking or innovative prospect. All these are providing cultural transformation and process improvements. Earlier, whatever process you have adopted, that will not be able to survive in present era. And whatever policies or process to produce product or provide the services is not having successful in near future. Why? Because the changes is regularly happen and that changes is adopted by each and everyone. So we should change to have maximum market value or stock market share in the existing markets. Now, let's understand key component of change management. Typically involve several key components, including assessing the need for change. First element, we need to assess whether we are really require that change. Right? Some take example, hypothetical example. If some a company fire 10% employees by saying that overburden or non-performing, so they need to think their association with the organization whether they are not performing. If they are not performing, provide them proper training and development, motivate them and take the maximum output of these people. If they are not able to do it again, then you can do these kind of changes. So in this situation, you need to assess the need for change. Right? After that, you need to define the objectives, purpose of doing that change. If it is prospective, growth oriented, start with the vision like GE, Jack Wolster, and desire outcomes. Define desired outcomes in the span, like 1 year down the line, 2 year down the line, 3 year down the line. Developing a change strategy. Why? By what strategy you adopt that change. So for that you need to formulate a strategy, and that strategy will work effectively. It has to be observed and analyzed by the leader or management. Communicating effectively. Whatever change you are doing, like same, if you fire some people, you need to explain them why they are going to be fired. If you are communicating properly, there are some people who can understand your position, or they might be change their attitude towards working environment. Right? So another element is engaging stakeholders. That is also a change. Engaging stakeholders. If you heard about the case study of Apple, what he has done, he used to engage their customers by having small changes in new product. And for that, people will wait 6 months or 1 year at least for that change. So what they are doing, they are engaging their stakeholders to wait for new product. After that, they will buy. Why? Because customer retention is high, market share is low, but market potentiality or demand is high. Implementing changes. Whatever change you are doing, you need to implement and evaluate the results. Whether this change is successful or not. So this is all about change management. Let's have a small caselet of Microsoft in the same change management. A leadership transmission. Steve Ballmer is there, who replaced by the Satya Nadella in 2014. Satya Nadella was appointed as a CEO of Microsoft in 2014. Succeeding Steve Ballmer, Nadella, who had been with the company for over 20 years, was chosen for his vision and understanding of technology or technological aspects of the industry future, particularly in cloud computing. A strategic refocus. When a person, Steve Ballmer, is there, whatever strategy he has formulated, now it is refocused and redesigned and defined by the Satya Nadella, who emphasizes on cloud and mobile. Nadella shifted more Microsoft strategic focus towards cloud computing and mobile technology. But earlier Ballmer is not focusing on it. They are focusing on the software. He prioritized the development and expansion of the Azure cloud platform and moved away from the company's previous focus on Windows as a central product, as I told you. Second one changes mobile first, cloud first strategy. Satya Nadella adopted a change. What kind of change? Apart from Windows, they are focusing mobile first, cloud first strategy. Nadella coins the term mobile first, cloud first to encapsulate this new direction, emphasizing that Microsoft would focus on delivering seamless experience across device and cloud services. This is what kind of change adopted by the Nadella and Microsoft. Cultural changes. Cultural transformation. Nadella recognized the need of change Microsoft internal culture to foster more innovative, collaborative, customer-centric thinking. He introduced new culture, values, emphasizing a growth mindset, diversity, and inclusion. By doing that, cultural diversity is there, different mindset is bringing, and these different innovative mindset bring new concepts. And these new diversifications give the growth of the organization. Encouraging collaboration. Satya Nadella leadership, Microsoft become more open partnership and collaboration, even with the formal rivals as well. Means those who are rival, he is ready to do the collaboration or having a participation with them also. Why? Because he need a change. This shift was evident in the company willingness to work with competitors like Apple and Linux. These are the things which give the change in the organization. One more thing he has put into the change Product and innovation focus, revitalizing existing products, new product development. He has started like AI, as I told you, artificial intelligence and cloud computing, right? With HoloLens expanding its cloud services, etc. Acquisition and investment, financial performance, stock performance, and revenue growth. Nadella leadership saw a significant increase in Microsoft stock price. Overall market capitalization, the company's revenue and profit growth, sustainability, driven by its success in the cloud computing and by understanding and conceptualizing all these things, we can easily interpret the effect of change management. This kind of change management design and develop to give more productive results and companies growth as well as. Alright. Now move further. We have completed this. Now model and framework of changes. Various models and framework exist in the guide the change management process, such as Kotler's 8-step change model, Lewin's change management model, Edgar model, Prosika's change management process. These are the few models. Those who have designed and defined in same pattern as we have understand earlier. These models offer best practices and organized approaches for managing obstacles, sprints, heading campaign for change, producing favorable results. So these are the things which is required in change management and understand fundamental aspect. We have understand through the various two caselets. One is Microsoft, another is GDR. Now, focus on another topic, organizational development. What does it mean? Here we take the case study of Google. Organizational development is a planned, systematic effort to enhance organizational effectiveness and efficiency by aligning system structure, process, and people with the organization strategic objective. Let us understand first fundamental aspect. Organizational development is a planning, part of planning, systematic, where we plan how we will carry forward this organization 0 to 100. So that is a proper planning with milestone. Once we have achieved this much, next step is this much for achieving this. So it is a systematic format to enhance effectiveness and efficiency by aligning system. Reason, alignment with the hierarchical structure, process, and people with the organization strategic objective. Right? Moving further, organizational development focuses on fostering a healthy organizational culture, improving teamwork, enhancing employee engagement, and facilitating continuous learning and development. So this is what organizational development. Our organization can't be developed monopolistic environment. We need to have a teamwork and we need to have more employee engagement, involvement, enhancement, and facilitating that enhancement, employee effectiveness on the continuous learning and development basis. Right? Moving further. What are the four principles? Organizational development is guided by the several core principles, including participative decision making, collaboration, empowerment, continuous improvement, and a focus on human and organizational potential. Right? We will understand all these through the case study. Let me explain the fundamental aspect. Participating decision making. Any organization who have designed and developed their growth chart, that growth chart is predefined for the decision making. What kind of condition comes in the future and what is the appropriate solution for that? We should carry for the futuristic aspect as well as present aspect. Whether it is related to finance, product or services, or whether it is related to the supply chain management or any other managerial aspect, you should carry forward with the vision, right? Collaboration. If it is required to collaborate with some other companies, we should carry forward. If we need supplier, then we have predetermined suppliers. Who are the suppliers and what kind of content they have provided or what kind of raw material they have provided. Empowerment, continuous improvement means analyze your performance. If there is change required, do it and go ahead. Technological enhancement is required, go ahead. If human resource requirement is there, go for diversified as other companies does. Focus on human and organizational potential as I told. Another principle, it highlights the value of establishing rep, encouraging the candidate communication, and establishing a welcoming workplace where people may flourish and make positive environment. So these are the four examples. Now, let's understand organizational development in the prospect of the small case study. In this case study, I am telling you about Google's case study. Larry Page and Sergey Brin, 1988, started Quick Grow to become a global leader in search and advertising. However, as the company expanded, it faced changes and challenges related to the managing its rapid growth and fostering innovation and maintaining its core value and cultures. What kind of step Google adopted? Let's understand one by one. Establishing a strong organizational culture. What Google does? Innovative work environment. First thing. From its early days, Google established a culture of innovation, creativity, and open communication. These are the three things. Innovation, they accept innovative ideas, creativity, and open communication. Anybody can come and give their ideas, right? So freedom of explanation, so communication is smooth. This includes perks like free meal, what they have provided in their head office or in their office, California, like free meal they provide. Flexible work hours. If you are not feel comfortable of working 9 to 5, no, don't worry. You can work 2 hours. So they provide such kind of flexibility to their employees for innovative thinking, creative ideas through the open communication. And campus design to foster collaboration. They have different activities in their campus also. 20% time policy. They have one policy with the name of 20% time. What is the role of organizational development in this? Google encourages employees to spend 20% of their time working on projects they were passionate about, leading to development of the successful product like Gmail and AdSense. They provide 20% time only of their employees. Another organizational development which they have, Larry Page and Sergey Brin adopted, that is the leadership and vision. Founders are, as I told you, Larry Page and Sergey Brin. Vision was to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. They have simple vision. Accessibility of their services available worldwide. That information and make it accessible to the world. This vision guided the company's strategy, decision, and growth. Another element in the point of view of leadership, Google invested in developing its leaders through programs like Google Edu initiatives, which offer various training and development opportunities for employees at all levels. As I told you, if you want to grow your organization, you should provide proper training and development to your internal audience, target audience, or internal employees. By doing that, they have bringing leadership, quality leaders. Third element which Google perform for organizational development is organizational structure. They have designed such kind of organizational structure. Let's look into it. Flat organizational structure. Flat. Google maintains a relatively flat organizational structure to promote agility and quick decision making. This structure allows for better communication and collaboration across teams. Cross-functional team. Company used cross-functional team to work on projects combining diverse skill and perspective to drive innovation. After that, Google did in the field of data-driven decision making. How they perform in terms of decision making, evidence-based development. Google adopted a data-driven approach to management using analytics and metrics to inform decision making about the product development and employee performance and organizational changes. What they have done? They give statistics or data. By performing that matrix, people will analyze easily and comfortably to understand what they have done as of now and how far they have to work upon it. So this is what Google case study or a small case lays about organizational development. Right? Third element is intervention, which is covered already. Now, organizational development, change agent. Again, this is already understand. Still, we are going through it. Change agents, such as organizational development practitioners, consultants, HR professionals, and organizational leaders play a critical role in driving organizational development initiatives. As I studied in Google's case study, whatever you do, you need to collaborate with others. In this, you need to have your internal audience or internal target audience, internal to develop the internal environment in terms of agents, whether it is partner, consultant, supplier, wholesaler, or raw material supplier or service providers, etc. The facilitate change process, provide guidance and support to stakeholders. The help build capacity within the organization to sustain changes efforts over the time. Now, integration of both change management and organizational development. Change management and organizational development are closely interviewed, with change management often viewed as a subset of OD. Organizational development, if we want organizational development, then it is a subset of OD. Effective organizational development practices can help create a culture of agility, resilience, and continuous improvement, which support successful changes initiatives. Conversely, change management principle and technology can be applied within the broader context of code. So this is all about integral part of change management and OD fundamental. Here we end today's session. In next session we will continue. But right, if you have any doubt and query, you can ask. Thank you so much for listening.